Hey y'all, Michelle Raza here with the Finding Yourself Book Club. Today we're going to talk about Lindsay Gibson's Recovering from Emotionally Immature Parents. We've talked through part 1 of her book, which covered all the way through chapter 6. And today we're going to continue with part 2, Emotional Autonomy, Reclaiming the Freedom to Be Yourself. If you like what you see here, please do me a favor and like and subscribe. It really does help us little YouTubers. And check out my website. I'm at www.findingyourselfsatx.com. There you can take my free life balance questionnaire and submit it to me. You can also just fill out a contact form and I'll be in touch. Your first consult is always free and there's no obligation thereafter. Thank you. All right. So we're going to move on to chapter 7, Nurturing Your Relationship with Yourself. How to trust your inner world. Does it seem strange to think about spending time on developing a relationship with yourself? You might think, I'm always myself. Why would I need to work on a relationship with myself? What would that even look like? But it's the most foundational relationship you have. It determines your happiness, success, and genuine connection with other people. By getting to know yourself and valuing your inner experiences, you get better at understanding and loving others. Unfortunately, you may have neglected your relationship with yourself as a result of growing up with EI parents who dismissed the importance of your inner world. This essential connection to yourself now needs and deserves some dedicated attention. The impact of having your inner world discounted. If EI parents invalidated or dismissed your inner experiences as a child, you may consider yourself unworthy of being taken seriously. You may even believe that what goes on inside you isn't important. People often downplay their concerns with self-dismissive comments like, I know this is stupid, but, or, this is such a small thing, I'm embarrassed to admit it. Their interior world, what they're showing is that their interior world feels illegitimate to them, and they're embarrassed by their strong feelings. When you repress your ideas and passions, your inner world shrinks. Many of us try to fill this vacuum of emotional self-neglect by obsessing over relationships and events. However, nothing in the outside world of people and situations will ever feel like enough as long as you dismiss your inner experiences. No amount of external activity can fill the emptiness where there should be a robust fascination with your own interior. EI parents can convince you that there's nothing about your inner world to take seriously. This self-betrayal lowers your self-worth and dims your joy in living. But it's a whole new day once you realize that your inner experience motivates your life and is crucial to pay attention to. As one man put it, his new self-awareness felt like finally getting over a wall. But now, let me play devil's advocate and ask, who says that there really is an inner self, or that our inner experiences matter? How do we know the inner self deserves to be developed and trusted? As we have seen, EI parents are quick to ridicule the inner world. So what's the evidence that the inner world and inner self are real? So here I'll go over a quick overview of what we're going to talk about in the rest of this chapter. And I did skip over some things, so if you get a chance, please do pick up your own copy. Definitely worth your while. And we will continue on the next video going deeper into these different sections of this chapter, which is chapter 7 of Dr. Gibson's book. So she talks about the reality of your inner world. What is the supporting evidence for this? What exactly is your inner self? How do you define it? How you benefit from inner self guidance. And she has an exercise here. we talk about beginning a better relationship with yourself. Another exercise focusing on self-criticism. And then valuing your inner experience and prioritizing your own self-care. And then there's an exercise on valuing your inner experiences. And the last exercise of the chapter is on comforting yourself. So I did talk about this book being heavier on exercises. This chapter really does get into them more than the previous chapter. The previous chapter was kind of giving you those tips and tricks of how to deal with the EIPs in your life. And then some of the stuff that she talks about, I mean, in reality, when we're talking about mindfulness and meditation, you can take entire courses, and there's books and books and books written just on mindfulness and meditation. So some of what she's giving us is really high level. Doesn't mean it's bad advice. It's really good advice. It's just you can't really cover in one book everything that you could do in order to get out of these situations. But it's definitely a start, especially if this is kind of your first foray into even understanding what an EIP is, how to deal with them, how to cope, and how to move forward with reciprocal, deep, meaningful relationships in your life. So thanks for spending time with me today. We'll talk more. So I'm actually late on posting. I try to do Mondays and Thursdays. I've just had a really big deadline with my day job, and so I wasn't able to get to it this week. But we'll talk more. I'm going to go ahead and post on Friday this week. And I appreciate y'all spending time with me. Please do like and subscribe. And if you get a chance, check out my website. I'm at www.findingyourselfsatx.com. Please, I love your comments, so please do make comments. I love hearing how this has helped. Or we have had plenty of people who comment saying, for example, there was a great discussion that went on talking about EIPs and how one person had thought that they were actually malicious. And then another person came back saying they just don't know any better. I think both are true. I think there's circumstances where you can cross over into abuse and someone knows what they're doing. And then there's instances where the person just really isn't aware or in tune with their own selves enough to understand that they're being hurtful. But all of this stuff, the commentary on YouTube is so great and so rewarding to be a part of and to be able to engage with you all. Please also, if you'd like, you can contact me directly from the site, whether through email, a phone call, or even chat. So I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you for sharing with your friends. All of it is building a really great community. And I know Facebook is for old people, but we do have a Facebook group and we do post regularly there. Some of it is just like affirmation, stuff that we want to tell ourselves on a daily basis, right? To get over that hump that sometimes happens. Some of it is great tips and tricks. People post links to their favorite books. On the website, I actually created a community section where we can talk about the books that have really helped us, not just me, Michelle Raza, but you all. What books have really impacted you? And if enough people comment on that, then I am updating that in our resources tab. So really looking to build a community here of like-minded people who are looking for those reciprocal, meaningful relationships and something deeper in life than just shallow, right, encounters with your EIPs. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Look forward to chatting with you guys on Friday. Take care and have a great couple of days. Bye-bye.